So some of my top videos are me sharing the best niches for you guys to get into, because obviously getting into the right niche can determine if you actually make a bunch of money with YouTube or you lose a bunch of money. So obviously those videos are very valuable, but I think just as valuable is learning which niches to avoid at all costs. I say this and I create this video simply because I have all these free school calls that I do in my community. You can see here my free school community, over 7,000 members. If you guys are not part of this, by the way, first link in the description, you have to join. I go live twice a week. And one of the main things that I always get from these live calls is the fact that people are always in the wrong niche. When you're in the wrong niche, you basically set yourself up for failure from day one. You can invest as much money, as much time into the system. It's not going to make you money. So I figured one of the most valuable videos I could make now is just niches to avoid at all costs in 2025. You want to get into YouTube, avoid these if you want to make money, right? If the goal is to make money, don't do these. So I'm not going to beat around the bush here, guys. I made millions of dollars online, guys. I've been doing this for 5 years straight. We have hundreds of students and hundreds of testimonies and case studies of making life-changing money with YouTube. I know very well what I'm doing. And if you haven't learned about me, just literally Google my name. You'll see everything is a no. I want to make sure that you guys get into the right niche. So without further ado, guys, let's get right into it. These are the niches you should avoid at all costs. So this is the first one, all right? This is kind of like the AI storytelling niche. I don't inherently think it's a bad or worst or a no niche. I just think that it's a very difficult niche for beginner to do. If you have a lot of experience or knowledge when it comes to advanced storytelling, script writing, you could consider it. If you're very good at AI videos or very competent when it comes to using this kind of technology and AI, you could probably approach it. The only thing I want to give fair warning to, these channels are very difficult to crack because number one, you have to post an abundance of videos. I'm talking about one every day or one every other day. Now, having that kind of frequency usually scares people away because not many people are willing, capable, or knowledgeable in how to post a video a day, a quality video a day, pretty high quality video a day. So because of the necessity, it's going to usually scare people away, and it's going to lead people to failing because there's a lot of videos that need to get posted. So a video like this, channel like this, are still posting right now, and they're still getting a decent amount of views. I think, to my knowledge, they're 500,000 views. They've usually averaged around 1 million views a month. I know they were getting around a $10 RPM, so it's actually not bad. They're doing 10K a month. I don't know why they slowed down, because honestly, it's a great channel for them because they've already built it up. They already have 152 videos, right? So if you want to get into this niche, you have to understand you have to be getting into like 60, 90, 100 videos before the channel really starts taking off and seeing its fruit. And if you're not willing to do that, then don't do this channel at all. I don't suggest anyone do this kind of videos unless, again, they have the experience, they have the knowledge, and they have the willpower to really push through a large amount of videos before they see results. So do I recommend this niche? If you have advanced skills and are willing to push through, yes. If not, no. It is a hell no from me. I would never let a student do this unless they're willing to go through that. And I do have students that have succeeded in this. I do have students that have made money and are making money. I have a student doing $12,000, $13,000 a month with a very similar channel, right? But they knew what they were up against and they made it work. So that's the first niche, guys. The second niche is finance. And really what I mean by finance, I mean general finance. But honestly, in general, it is just finance related content does happen to be really difficult, to be very transparent. So if you go into something like this, it's going to be a bust. It's going to be a bust, right? There's two different kinds of content here. Number one, it's finance. And number two, it's more or less kind of like fear-based finance, which we're going to talk about as well. I don't think both are good. Number three, usually finance based on trending content also doesn't work. So things that are happening now, current events financially or politically, we'll talk about that later, I don't think we should do. Anything to do with finance, I don't think you should do. If you want to do finance, you have to find your own unique mechanism, your own unique path to convey that video, that topic. So when I always say this to my students, I say I don't really necessarily believe that there is such thing as market saturation. I only believe in market sophistication. Something will always become saturated if it's good, which means it needs to evolve. It needs to sophisticate. So the sophistication of finance is, for example, this. Primate economics. This is a fantastic example of how something becomes very saturated and you can basically come in with just a handful of videos and do incredibly well. You can see there's only 7 videos and they've done amazing. 1.4 million views, 800,000 views, 1.2 million views. These videos do incredibly well because they've tapped into the fact that there's a massive demand, large interest in finance, but people are just bored of regular finance content. So if you insert a brand new style like this, it's going to do incredibly well, as you can see. And there's other people that have also come through, done the same type of videos and done really well. So I don't say that finance is bad. I think that traditional finance videos are dead. You can't come in and just talk about, if you made a video like explaining credit cards, nobody would watch that video. You would get negative views. But as you can see, you get 600,000 views when you have a monkey explaining it, right? I'll show you guys this quick snapshot of what it actually looks like.
What are credit cards? Monkeys use leaves to pay for bananas. Monkey eat banana. Life good. Monkey want more banana, but
So obviously, like you can see, it's quite entertaining. There's a nice animation factor to it. It almost appeals to all styles, all interests, whether you're young or old or whatever it is. It's got that value mixed with education, mixed with entertainment, which is what we call edutainment, educational entertainment videos. They work fantastic. Educate someone while entertaining them. You got them captured. You got them hooked. All right. So that's the second one. Finance. I don't think it should be done, but if you are going to do it, this is the way it needs to be done. So I'm also going to share with you guys the niches you shouldn't do, but if you were to do them, how you should approach them to make sure it's successful, or if you are going to do them, just what you're actually up against until it's successful. The second one here is basically, again, economics. Economics also align with finances, but really just overall economics, socioeconomics. It is a horrible, horrible niche to get into. Why? A few reasons, just so you guys understand. Number one, this is content that is trending. In my opinion, I don't think you should do trending content, especially as a beginner. Most people that watch my videos are beginners. Some advanced people, even advanced people, I still don't believe in trending at all. But I don't think it's a really good a niche to pursue, simply because trending videos are difficult to make because you have to make them very quickly. You have to make them with quality, and you're competing with millions of other people that are chasing the same topics and same audience. It's not really a good way to go. Second of all, YouTube doesn't really like this kind of content being posted because you're giving your own opinions on very specific and peculiar topics that they want to have more control over, right? So you posting your opinions on stock crashes, again, social economics, they don't really like that because they don't know what's right information and what's wrong information. That can usually lead to the channel getting demonetized or shut down, which we'll talk about as well. So there's a lot of risks associated with this stuff, right? Because it's such a high reward, everybody's wanting to know about what's happening with the housing crash and all that stuff. A lot of misinformation can be presented, and you can fall under that misinformation, and end up getting your channel taken down. You could even have other repercussions which are not favorable to you as well. So overall, it is a net negative niche, I would say, to go into. It's very risky. It requires a lot of videos as well to actually take off the ground. And overall, for a beginner, I don't think this is the way to go. I think this also, just so you guys know, this video is really dedicated towards beginners because it's going to really push you away from the stuff that's going to force you into the deep end. So I'm trying to push you away from the very deep end, difficult businesses, difficult niches that are basically going to be 100% failure rate for anybody who doesn't understand YouTube fundamentally. This same niche can work for a professional. It's not going to work for a beginner, right? So I'm not trying to say holistically these niches don't work. They work, but just not for somebody who's just starting off. This is also one that kind of ties into the same thing. So this is fear-mongering information. And again, political drama, right? Political turmoil that's happening within the world, right? So we're talking about Russia, Ukraine, any kind of like war mongering and stuff like that. It's not a good niche to get into at all. I'm surprised this one is still here. Now, here's what they're doing as well. Keep in mind, if you really want to make this channel work, look what they're doing. They're posting 222 videos per month, which is 2% down from last month. They're posting hundreds of videos per month just to get 1 million views, which is not even that much at all, first of all. So this is a crazy operation that's required. And if you really want to hit this niche well, you got to compete. So imagine there's one channel that does 200 videos a month. There's arguably hundreds of other channels that are doing the same thing, that are fighting for the same topics. What makes you think, as a beginner who can post maybe 1 to 2 videos a week and is spending their hard-earned savings to make those videos and create those videos and try and compete with the same audience against people that are posting hundreds of videos, of spending tens of thousands of dollars a month to get this content out? So I really think you guys need to like pull the curtain and really, or take the blindfold off and realize like this is the reality that you're up against. Don't do these kinds of channels. You might get lucky and have 1, 2 videos take off and make a few $1,000s. That's cool. But you're going to end up losing all your earnings in more videos that need to get created before your next one takes off, if it ever does. And you get this dopamine spike. That's a false dopamine spike. You really have the feeling and sensation that you're doing something right because you get one video go viral, another one goes semi-viral, and you make a little bit of money, or you can monetize quickly. And then you come to realize that the stuff's not going to work because you can't hit more viral videos because you're competing with the big dogs in the place. It doesn't work. So I just avoid this at all costs. I would never, ever, ever let a student in my program do something like this ever, because it just doesn't work. All right. And you can see here, this is a huge channel is following. They made some money for sure, but the channel got shut down. They all get shut down. You will get shut down just like the next person gets shut down. And the issue is when your channel gets shut down, it's not just that your channel gets shut down, you get a slap on the wrist. No, your channel gets shut down, which means your AdSense that was associated with it gets shut down. If your AdSense gets shut down, that means you get shut down. Your account, your entity is attached to that AdSense account. You can only have one entity attached to an AdSense account. If you get shut down and banned, suspended and banned, you can never open up another AdSense account. If you get screwed over by YouTube by making content that they don't like and they shut you down, you will never be able to open another AdSense account. It is doable, but it's extremely different. There's a lot of workarounds. It's not worth going through. Why? Just to make a little bit of quick bucks? Don't do it, guys. Do this thing correct. Do it sustainably. Do it with longevity at the back of your mind. There are ways to make this business last a long time, like the way I do it, my way my students do it. We don't have channels that get shut down. We don't have channels that get copyright strikes, right? Very, very, very rarely does that stuff ever happen. We're able to nip it in the butt and fix it right away with no repercussions because we do things the right way. So I avoid this at all costs. Next was crypto. It's your opinion what you want to do with this. I give this a 0.5 out of 10. It's obviously based on bull market and bear market, right? In bull market, of course, you'll get more traction, more views, but it is a constant hustle because most people are also posting hundreds of videos per month. This is one that's gone down. I know they're at a point where they're posting hundreds per month, usually when it's in peak, right? And so you're competing with tens of thousands of channels that are also posting a video a day, up to 10 videos a day, and fighting for the same market. And a lot of times you're shilling different projects that are not actually going to do anything, right? And you're just promoting different coin and projects that are going to just steal people's money. So also like fundamentally on a very like spiritual level, it's just an awful thing to do as well, because you're just helping people lose money and helping other people make money, which shouldn't be making money. So overall, the crypto market is not a good niche to get into. Crypto and AI, I don't think that they're good niches. I put AI at the bottom of my list. By the way, guys, if you want a list of niches that I believe to be the best, and I say I believe to be the best because number one, I've been doing this for a very long time. Number two, these are all students that have these niches that have been successful, that have had success. So if you want to know which niches that my students are doing that have basically 100% success rate, you can just go to this list. If you want this list, click the first link in the description and you can head over to my free school community with over 7,000 people. And you can come over here to the niche selection module and you'll have all these niches handed to you on a silver platter. I highly recommend. So guys, crypto, avoid it at all costs. It's not the kind of content you want to create. Even if you're a crypto geek, crypto head, you could, but it's very difficult to grow. It's very seasonal. And honestly, it's just not as profitable as you may think, unless you have a back-end offer, selling a course, program, ebook, something in the back end to monetize it externally. Then yeah, otherwise I have yet to see any student that I know or anyone that I personally know that succeeded with a crypto channel that hasn't externally monetized it. So if you don't have a back end opportunity to make some money externally, I wouldn't recommend it. The next one is motivation. Don't do motivation. There's no shape or form can you do motivation. Whether it's Jordan Peterson motivation, whether it's any kind of person, speaker, you can't just take these people's content and post it online, first of all, without editing it and stuff like that. You can't do it. It used to work. It used to work, honestly. But right now, it's not working. You can't get away with this stuff in 2025. The channels will get demonetized. This guy's been around he has 4 million subscribers. He's been around for a very long time. He has different kinds of deals. He has different authority on YouTube. It works differently. As a brand new YouTuber, you cannot do this. I challenge you guys to find me a channel that's started in the last 1 to 3 months that got organically monetized. That'll also last another 3 to 6 months. It's not going to happen. Stay away from motivation. Don't take public speakers and post their content without editing. Even if you add some edits, even if you add some background music, it's not going to work. It's just not something you want to, there's no longevity there. You may be the one person that kind of slips through the cracks and makes it work. Don't think you're that person because it very well isn't going to be you. And you're just going to waste your time, money, and resources, and it's going to go nowhere. All right. The next one is a quiz channel. Stay away from quiz channels as well, guys. It's not good content. I know it takes a bit of time and effort to create. It's like kind of transformative content. It's unique content per se. I don't know why YouTube doesn't like this stuff. I've seen people get away with way worse stuff, but for some reason, YouTube doesn't like quiz content. It doesn't stay monetized. Again, some channels slip through the cracks. Like this one has 800,000 subscribers, 500 videos. It's making money. I'm sure it's getting some views here. Let me see here. It's getting 7 million views. It's a good niche in that sense, but this is one in every 100,000 channels that are still making money past 6 months. So I'm trying to help you guys also make decisions that last, right? Help you have lasting, sustainable, predictable compounding income, right? You could do this stuff and make a quick buck. It's going to get demonetized. I have so many students that have come to me. They're like, should I do quiz channels? I say no. Other people come to me with quiz channels. They're like, I was making money up until the point where I wasn't. What did I do wrong? You didn't do anything wrong. YouTube just doesn't like this content, right? So don't do quiz videos. Don't do rain sound videos. Don't do rain falling asleep videos to rain sounds, this and that. There's nothing transformative here. You can't monetize this stuff anymore. Again, channels that have been around for a very long time, they stay monetized because I'll tell you why. They're part of MCNs, multi-channel networks. These are private, like umbrella companies that handle your channel. You have to give up most of your revenue to them, but they have this like weird partnership with YouTube where you can kind of get away with you posting content that you shouldn't be able to get monetized, AI slop and stuff like that. It's impossible to find a good MCN that can take care of you, that won't steal your money. It's not worth it in general anyways. And it's not a real business, guys. You don't want to make money by posting rain sounds. Like, it's not even a flex. Build a real channel. Give value to people. Build stuff that people actually enjoy. Don't try and go in the gray area and make money. It's not longevity. If you do it this way, that's how you do everything else in life. And how you do anything is how you do everything. Guys, if you trying to make money, make a quick buck and make no effort, put no effort into it, it says a lot about your personality. I like to help people build real businesses with real channels that add value, that are actually here to stay, that can actually last for 6, 12, 24 months and keep you financially abundant and stable. That's what I like to grow. And if that's what you want to do as well, that's what you're looking for, then that's the person that I want to work with. So if you are looking to work with somebody who wants to help you get to those goals and not just make quick buck and sell you the dream of making 10K a month overnight doing the stupid rain sound videos, go hire them as coaches and you'll be rudely awakened to the reality of that that's not actually how it works. If you want to build a real sustainable business, work with somebody who knows what the hell they're talking about. Work with somebody who's willing to like spend more time and be patient with the business, be patient with the channel so it can grow and flourish into something great, right? So you choose who you want to work with and what direction you want to go. Don't do health videos as well. Don't do health related, like health general videos. If you want to do health, don't do general stuff like 50 foods that are making you fat. That's so general. You're appealing to the entire market. Don't do that stuff. It's not going to work. It's such a large niche with such a large demand. And there's so many channels that are fighting for the same audience. You need to niche down. Go into teachers, go into youth, go into elderly, go into people with specific disorders, go into men or women specifically. Niche down. Otherwise, it won't work. I have students that do $20,000 to $40,000 a month in health niche, but they're very niche, right? It's not just health. It's health for a specific subset of the market. When you tap into that market, you can do it and you can make money, but be very specific about the market. Make sure there's a demand, enough demand and enough, total addressable market for that niche. And then you can go into health is a great niche. I'll be very honest. I probably should have my brightness up. It's a little dark here. I apologize, guys. Health is a great niche, guys, but you need to also make sure that you're getting into a specific subset that has a large demand, but it's not too populated. Health in general is too populated. All right. The next one is AI slop. I talk about this all the time. Don't do AI slop. Don't do these stupid videos where you have one AI avatar. You have this one random AI avatar here in the corner that's speaking an AI script that's garbage with an AI voiceover that nobody wants to hear. Don't do this content. It's not going to work. You can see here, I'll play a small snippet of it. It's stupid, stupid, stupid. It's not even, there's no effort. It's just an image with a speaker thing. It's like literally a children's project in kindergarten type of video, right? Don't do this stuff. They're all getting demonetized. They're all getting shut down. Again, a lot of times you don't just get your channel demonetized, you get it taken down with your AdSense and you can never do more, you can never do YouTube again. Why put yourself in that situation? Next channel is scary stories, nightmare stories, AI stories of scary stuff, falling asleep to nightmares, horror stories. Do not do this niche. Do not do this niche. I don't know. I could give you a million reasons why. Don't do this niche. It is one of the worst niches you can do. It's overpopulated. I think there's not even enough addressable market for this, given how much supply that there is. There's an overabundance of supply and not enough demand, to be honest. Yes, these videos can do well. This is Mr. Nightmare. He's been around for years. Yes, he's getting 13 million views a month. Obviously, his stuff is working. He's been around. He's the guy, and he's taken the whole market. It's Mr. Nightmare, maybe another faceless channel, and a bunch of other personality channels. So yes, there's a demand, but this is one of those niches that's completely dominated by the whales, and you will get nothing. I've had so many students try this, and with all my expertise and knowledge and everything that I know and all the successes that I've had, we have not cracked this. And if we can't crack this, likely you can't, especially not with mentorship, without having a mentor, some sort of coaching or something. It's not going to work, guys. I'm saying this, and I want everybody in my free school community to watch this video. You guys always watch my videos. You're best supporters. I love you guys so much. But also people who are not in my community and are just watching me casually. I say this because I have a lot of people that come to my free calls, and they come to me like, what do you think of this scary stories niche? Or what do you think of my channel, which isn't scary stories? And I have to literally let them down. I'm like, I know you've posted 30 videos, 60 videos, 5 videos. I have to tell them like, you have to shut down the channel and do something else because this will not work. I'd rather tell you guys now before you spend the time making videos, wasting money and time, and just it not working, right? Next niche is the relaxing jazz music, relaxing whatever music. It can work. It's very difficult. AI music helps you make, easy, nice music. But again, YouTube is not really liking this type of content. You have to start with a pre-monetized channel. It's very difficult to grow these channels as well right now. The best channels you can start are brand new channels, brand new Gmail, brand new channel, warm up the channel. That's the best stuff. But if you do it that way, AI music's not going to get monetized. You need a pre-monetized channel. So it really is working against each other. There's also an overabundance of content, and YouTube's just not ranking it the way they used to as well. So I just think holistically, this is not the right channel to go into. It can still work, but it's going to take you like 6 to 9 months of consistently posting every single day and optimizing your videos and trying new thumbnails and really doing this thing right before you see results. It still works. It's not for the faint of heart. We'll just say that. The next one is affirmations. Don't do affirmation content, guys. Don't do affirmation content. Honestly, just don't do it. Number one, many people don't know how to do it correctly. They're going to end up just like this channel, posting the wrong kind of content. These are horrible thumbnails. They're too short videos. The scripts are awful. The voiceover is awful. The thumbnails, so the topics and the tiles are awful. It's extremely difficult to package these things. You have to be very, very knowledgeable how this stuff works. You have to post at least 5 to 10 videos a day, correct kind of videos every single day, and run this thing up for like 6 to 12 months before it actually turns into something, if it ever does. The risks do not outweigh the reward. I promise you guys. All right, it's definitely not a channel you want to get into. All right, and the last one I want to share with you guys is why it sucks. I've been a huge, in the past, advocate of why it sucks. It is a fantastic niche, but it got very competitive very fast, which means it got very difficult to do for a beginner. Because number one, it's very difficult. It's very crowded. Everyone's kind of done this over and over and over again. There's not many things that haven't been done. So it's just very difficult to actually get large amounts of views. But there is a specific way you can do this. There is still hope per se, but it's not for the faint of heart. I have one student doing this, and he's doing very well. He's doing $12,000 his first month of being monetized, and 3 months into the program with me. 3 months into the program doing this channel, he's made $12,000, which is phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. But he's doing very unique topics, and he's spending about $400 a video. So if you don't want to spend $400 a video, and you don't want to do very unique topics that are very difficult to find and optimize, then I would probably stay away from why it sucks. Again, there's still some world in which it can work even without doing it that way. It's just very difficult. Most channels that I see do this, they're overspending on content. You're spending a lot of money on this content. It's not like spending $40, $50 like we do on other content that's working very well. And because it's so expensive, it's very high risk. And you spend now, instead of you spend one video, you spend 100 or 150 or $200 on one video, you've posted 3-4 videos. Now you're at $1,000 and you made no money, and you're only 3-4 videos in, and you realize you don't want to do it. There goes $1,000. $1,000 could have made us like 20-30 videos in any other niche, which could have really got you to a whole other place. So really, the risk associated with getting this thing done correctly is way too high if you don't have a coach, right? I knew where to put him. I knew where there still was space, and he was willing to spend more money to get the right kind of videos out. That's why we made $12,000 the first month of being monetized, right? Testimonies coming out soon for him. He's a freaking phenomenal guy. Came from spending $100,000 on different programs and making zero money to making $10,000 a month in 3 months of starting. That's testimony coming out very soon. His name is Brian. You guys will see it on the channel very soon. So it does work, guys. It does work. And I know exactly how to transform these channels. But again, I'm trying to give you guys the most basic, beginner-friendly outline of how to do YouTube and also how not to do YouTube. So again, you guys can do any of these niches if you want to. And somebody else can go off and tell me, they can go bash this video and say, no, this is a good niche. Cool, that's fine. That's their opinion. I'm just telling you because I work with hundreds of people on a daily basis, and we choose niches every single day, and we analyze niches on a micro level, and we know exactly what's working, what's not, and what still has promise. And so these things work. A lot of these niches will still work if you're a professional, or if you have a large budget, or if you're willing to wait 6 to 9 months for them to work. Some of them still do work, and some of them are just dead, basically. And some of them will only work if you're a professional. So if you just avoid these niches at large, I promise you will do much better. If you just listen to me in terms of what not to do, you can then focus on the small amount of niches that actually do work, because there's not many that are like super lucrative. Again, you could just come to this here. You have a really good insight. There's a couple in here that I promise like are 12 out of 10. I even greened them out for you, made them quite obvious and put them in your face. So if you guys are wanting to get more information, learn more, grow with the community, you guys can please, like I said, click the first link in the description. You guys join my physical community. Over 7,000 members have joined that you're actively able to hang out with and connect with. And if you want to see more videos, if you want to see what to do, there's going to be a button here or a button here on which side it pops up on, which is our 25 best niches to work with in 2025. 25 niches in 2025. Don't want to miss this video. Here's our MVPs. If you watch this video to the end, thank you all for the support. Much love. And I wish you guys all the best. I'll see you guys in the next video.